Update.
Good evening and welcome. I am Iroyin with the Carnival Radio News Update. The president of the Nigerian Labour Congress, NLC, Joe Ajaero, has declared that the union will not be intimidated by external pressures following his appearance at the Intelligence Response Team IRT headquarters in Abuja today. Speaking to journalists at the Labour House after leaving the police headquarters, Ajaero asserted that the NLC remains committed to defending the rights of Nigerian workers and will not be cowed by any form of intimidation. He explained that his appearance before the police was in the interest of transparency and to clear the air on the unfounded accusation leveled against him and the NLC. Ajaero, who was invited by the police to address allegations of terrorism, financing, cybercrime, subversion, criminal conspiracy, and treasonable felony, was accompanied by prominent human rights lawyer Femi Falana, SAN activist Deji Adeyanju, and other senior NLC officials. Meanwhile, the chairman of the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, Professor Mahmood Yakub, said today that the political parties taking part in the September 21 governorship election in Oyo State are expected to sign a peace accord. The INEC chairman, who spoke at an emergency meeting with the national chairman and secretary of all the registered political parties, said the decision to sign peace accord earlier is to enable the National Peace Committee to monitor compliance by the political parties before the elections. Professor Yakub frowned at the attitude of the political parties as well in failing to adhere to laid down rules, especially regarding the upload of the particulars of the polling units and coalition agents for the Edo governorship election. In another development, operatives of the Akwa Ibom Police State Command have neutralized a notorious kidnapping kingpin and the leader of the Bling Bling Marine Strike Force, Obong Effiong Achibong, alias Condiment. The Command Public Relations Officer, ASP Tifon John, disclosed this in a statement issued in Oyo, the state capital, today. She stated that the suspect was killed in a gun battle with operatives of the command at his hideout in Oyanga community, Cross River State, and a G rifle with ammunition was recovered from him. According to the statement, the suspect was responsible for the kidnapping of High Court Judge John Uwana and the killing of a police orderly, Inspector Tangod Edet, last year, as well as other kidnapping cases linked to the slain suspect. On the foreign scene, United Nations Secretary General Antonio Guterres called for an immediate cessation of Israeli attack on the occupied West Bank, including Jenin to Karem and Toban's governorate. At least 18 people have been killed since Israel intensified its assault on the occupied West Bank yesterday. Israeli forces killed the commander of Tukarem Battalion, Mohammed Jaber, known as Abu Zojda, and 4 other Palestinian fighters in a fight in Nur Sam refugee camp. The Palestinian Center for Human Rights, Al-Haq Al-Mizan Center for Human Rights, warned of violence escalation in the West Bank and the use of Israeli military tactics that the world has witnessed in Gaza. In the interesting world of sports, Nigeria has jumped 4 places in the latest edition of the FIBA World Ranking Women, moving in the top 10 of the rankings into 8th place. Nigeria represented by the Tigers. The Tigers, the senior national women basketball team, had entered the history books few weeks ago at the Paris Olympic Games. The Tigers had secured 2 wins from the 3 games for the first time to become the first African side to compete in the quarterfinals at the Olympics. Also, they have now made history again as the first African national team in the history of the FIBA World Ranking to be ranked in the top 10. And that ends the Carnival Radio News Update. Thank you so much for listening. I am Iroyin Adebayo. You can download the Carnival Media app from the Google Play Store and iOS App Store. Do enjoy the rest of your evening. Ẹ kú ìrọ̀lẹ́ o, àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn lámúwásétì gbọ́yìn láti iléeṣẹ́ Carnival Radio. Iroyin Adébáyọ̀ lóníròyìn yín. Ààrẹ fẹ́ gbé àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ nílẹ̀ yìí ló ti jẹ́ kó di mímọ̀ báyìí wípé ẹgbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ tóun léwájú ẹ̀ ni kò ní fààyè sílẹ̀ fún ìbẹ̀rùbojo yòówù tó bá fẹ́ súyọ sí ẹgbẹ́ náà láti ibikíbi pẹ̀lú bí iléeṣẹ́ ọlọ́pàá ṣe ti kọ̀wé ránṣẹ́ sí ọ̀gbẹ́ni Joe Ajero tí í ṣe ààrẹ fẹ́gbẹ́ NLC láti wá ṣàlàyé àwọn ẹ̀sùn tí wọ́n fi kàn án lólú iléeṣẹ́ àwọn agbófinró tó wà nílùú Àbújá. Nígbà tó ń bá àwọn oníròyìn sọ̀rọ̀ lásìkò tí wọ́n ń fi ọ̀rọ̀ wá lẹ́nu wò lólú iléeṣẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́, Ajero sọ lásán wípé ẹgbẹ́ náà ni kò ní yẹ̀ tí kò sì ní gbò rárá bíi ti wulẹ̀ kó mọ láti túbọ̀ máa dáàbòbò ẹ̀tọ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ láì bẹ̀rù ẹnikẹ́ni rárá. Bákan náà ni Ajero tún ṣe lálàyé síwájú nínú ọ̀rọ̀ rẹ̀ wípé yíyọjú tóun yọjú sí olú iléeṣẹ́ àwọn agbófinró lónìí ní láti fọ orúkọ òun pẹ̀lú tẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ mọ́ lórí àwọn ẹ̀sùn ọlọ́kan òjọ̀kan tí wọ́n fi kan òun pẹ̀lú ẹgbẹ́ òṣìṣẹ́ eléyìí tí kò gba ibì kankan lẹ́sẹ̀ nílẹ̀. Lára àwọn ìkan agbẹjọ́rò tí wọ́n kọ̀wọ́rìn pẹ̀lú ààrẹ fẹ́gbẹ́ àwọn òṣìṣẹ́ Joe Ajero láti rí ọ̀jìnì ajàfẹ́tọ̀ ọmọnìyàn nì tí tún ṣe agbẹjọ́rò Fẹ́mi Fálànà, Dèjì Adéyanjú àti àwọn olóyè ẹgbẹ́ NLC tó kù. Nínú ìròyìn míì ẹ̀wẹ̀, alága fún àjọ elétò ìdìbò nílẹ̀ yìí Ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Mahmood Yakubu ló ti sọ di mímọ̀ lónìí níbi ìpàdé tó bá wá gbogbo àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú tí wọ́n fẹ́ kópa níbi ètò ìdìbò sípò gómìnà tí yóò wáyé lọ́jọ́ 21 oṣù kẹsàn-án ọdún yìí nípínlẹ̀ Edo wípé kí wọ́n lọ mọ̀ wípé gbogbo wọn pátápátá ni wọn yóò tọwọ́ bọ̀wé ètò ìdìbò alálàáfíà láìṣẹ́kù ẹnìkankan nínú wọn. Alága fàjọ INEC ló sọ̀rọ̀ yìí di mímọ̀ bẹ́ẹ̀ lónìí lásìkò tó ń ṣe ìpàdé pẹ̀lú gbogbo àwọn alága fẹ́gbẹ́ òṣèlú nípínlẹ̀ Edo àti àwọn akọ̀wé wọn, níbi tó ti sọ lásán wípé ètò títọwọ́ bọ̀wé ètò ìdìbò alálàáfíà ṣáájú ètò ìdìbò sípò gómìnà tí yóò wáyé nípínlẹ̀ Edo ní láti rí dájú wípé gbogbo wọn tẹ̀lé òfin bó ti tọ́ àti bó ti yẹ. Bákan náà ni ọ̀jọ̀gbọ́n Yakubu ní kò ṣàì tún koro ojú sí ìṣesí àwọn ẹgbẹ́ òṣèlú náà pátápátá fún bí wọ́n ṣe ti kọ̀ láti má tẹ̀lé àlàkalẹ̀ àjọ INEC pàápàá èyí tó ní í ṣe pẹ̀lú fífi orúkọ àwọn aṣojú wọn níbùdó ìdìbò kọ̀ọ̀kan ṣọwọ́ títí di àsìkò yìí ṣáájú ọjọ́ ìdìbò gan ní pàtó. kò ní jù báyìí lọ lórí àkójọpọ̀ ìròyìn láti iléeṣẹ́ Carnival Radio. Ibrahim Adébáyọ̀ ló ti mú ìròyìn ọ̀hún wá sí etí ìgbọ́yín. A kú gbìyànjú láti àárọ̀. Ọlọ́run bá mi Èdùmàrè yóò dé ìgbìyànjú ẹnìkọ̀ọ̀kan wa ládé o. ẹ jẹ́ á ṣe pẹ̀lẹ́pẹ̀lẹ́ tá a bá ń lọlé. Ó di ní àbọ̀.